Hi everyone, I'm Adrienne and I am doing a Just Cards card hop, and the theme this month is rainbow. So here I am just showing you what products I'm using. I've got some pre-ink stamps with Little One, Precious, Joy, Treasure, Beautiful, Darling, Miracle and Angel on them. I've got some stinky ink glue pad and stamps, and also I have the watercolour ink pens there that I'm using. So I'll list everything in my blog post, and which I'll link in the comments here. Also I will link at all the other card hop videos that are involved in this hop this month. So what I'm doing is just measuring my card out, and I can make sure that I have the right size for the front of my card, and I will put the measurements in the blog as well, but it is 15 by 21 centimetres, and that's the base of the card, and then the front is, I did about a half a centimetre border around it, so I ended up with 14.5 centimetres by 9.5 centimetres for the top, so I'm just cutting that out there. Now I'm going to actually cut this up and speed it up a bit, because my daughter ends up digging in the garden, which she does very often, and has dirt everywhere. So here she is with the dirt on her nose, talking to me with a unicorn card. Now she wants to, I don't know what she wants to do here, but I went away and did that. So what I'm doing is I'm just using plastic, and I'm putting the watercolour pens on the plastic, and then mixing it with a bit of water and obviously trying to make a rainbow with all the different colours. Here I am washing her hands because they're filthy with dirt from the garden. And I end up starting again because I didn't like what I did, so I skipped to the next part because I wasn't happy with that part. And this is near the end what it ends up looking like. I wasn't happy with I did the spacings incorrect because I was too distracted, for one, and for two, I wasn't quite happy with the colours either. So what I end up doing is getting the gesso out and mixing it with the colours. So that's what I'm doing here. So I'll just speed that up and you can just see what I'm doing. So as you can see here, this is called Mum Life and I am multitasking. So yeah, I do struggle to find time to do things, but you know, I really enjoy being creative and trying new things. So yeah, this is a new thing with me for the gesso. Yeah, I just wanted to make the colours not so bright. And yeah, my daughter decided she wanted to paint too, so I got her to be my little helper and change the water and things. So yeah, it works out quite well. Teaching you the colours at the same time with the rainbow, so that's quite cool. I'm nearly finished and I'm really liking how that's coming out now. So I've got the colours even and it's not so bright. I prefer watercolours and pencils as opposed to actual paints, you know, like acrylics, which you normally use with the gesso, and obviously oil paints and things. So that's why I use the watercolour. I like the softness of, obviously when it goes on to the paper. I don't really like thick looking stuff, but the gesso just sort of thickens it up a little bit and softens the colours. Normally I do bright things, but for this card I didn't really like how it was looking, and I'm really happy with how that comes out when it's finished. So now I am letting it dry. It doesn't take too long to dry, but just in between everything I'm obviously cleaning everything, making sure that all my things are good for the next time I use them. So I'm just cleaning the plastic so I can use that again. My daughter's drawing. And so here I am just trying to get one of the clear stamps off, and it's the, what does it say? Welcome. So I had an idea of what I wanted to do, and I'm just checking to make sure that it's placed in the right place on the stamp, so when I put it down it's going to go evenly and it's not going to rock. So I put the sticky stamp on, and what I was going to do was rose gold leafing, but I didn't let it dry long enough, but I did, so I ended up taking most of that off, but I actually really liked, I didn't take it all off, I actually really liked the look of what I was left with, so I'll just speed it up and skip to the next part. Okay, so I didn't actually realise that I wasn't recording everything, so here you see that I've done the, what I did was I didn't take all of the rose gold off, and then I stamped over top of that again with the welcome stamp, but I put an embossing dabber on that stamp this time round, and then put an antique green embossing powder on there, and obviously use the heat gun to get that embossing on there properly. So really happy with the finished product. Wasn't my original intent, but it's definitely something that I really liked in the end. And here I am just lining up the pre-ink stamps that I had, and just lining them up to make sure I put them where I want them to be. I'm just checking out the rose gold because I love shiny things. I'm a magpie. See, that's what it looks like there. And then I just double side tape the front of the card on, and it's all done. So here you have my, I'm just dusting off the bits of embossing powder I'd managed to get everywhere. And here you have my rainbow baby card, which for the blog hop. So make sure you check out the links below and everyone else that's on the hop. And yeah, check out my blog for all the details and how I did everything. And yeah, if you want to see next month's, make sure you follow me.